Greetings and much blessings. We all lie sometimes on this journey that I've been upon this earth, roaming alone and roaming alone at times. Different things I've seen. So you got to think of the person that's trying to convince you to buy something that they are selling, whether it's food or some type of appliance or some type of merchandise. Well, people will do what they can to get you in the door, and then you find out more about the item. Sometimes you find out upon you buying that item that there was a lot more to it than what they had advertised. So that's just one aspect of how we all lie sometimes. We lie just to be in relationships. Uh, and the deepest thing about this is that we aren't honest about our spirituality, our level of spirituality, but you know that through the vibes. Yes, you know that easily through the vibes of the other person, what their spiritual condition is. We all lie sometimes. We lie to try to get a better job. We don't put certain things down on our application. When you're too honest, well, that opens up Pandora's box for people to use that information against you. Basically, you tell half the truth, not the whole truth. So that's another way we lie sometimes. A lot of times we aren't habitual liars, but yeah, we don't tell the whole truth. It says in the court of law, you put this hand on the Bible, and do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yet at the same time, before you even go to court, upon being arrested, they tell you that you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you in a court of law. I guess upon a time that you have to put the hand on the Bible to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So what is it? It's best to remain silent. If you ask me, it's best to remain silent, because when you get in court, what truth do you want to know if one was told to remain silent once before? Well, this goes into aspects of things can change about what you were honest about from the time you get arrested till the time you show up in court. So that's why that is there. But it still is a blunder because one knows that the judicial system has never been quite that honest. Laws change, regulations change, and rules change all the time on you. What was an offense yesterday is an offense tomorrow, and vice versa. What was an offense yesterday no longer is an offense tomorrow. So it makes you wonder about all the people that were punished on that offense alone yesterday. So there's a lot of things that people don't know about, they aren't aware of. There's contracts you sign, they don't tell you everything. There's a reason why that contract is so huge, because there's a lot of things in it that you would have to read. And if you knew the truth, you would back off. But they know people don't have time to read that contract. The truth is right there in your face. Yet you don't have time to read all of that truth that they're putting right in your face and what they can do. When you felt like, man, this is nah, they were like, hey, you signed for this. You signed up for this, remember? Your name is on this contract. Hey, good evening. Good evening, Brown Do Life. Yeah, we're talking about how people lot of us have lied sometimes. Not to say you have to lie sometimes, but a lot of us have. This society doesn't want honest people. Relationships don't want honest people. Honesty, no, in this world, honesty is not the best policy. You would think it would be, but it's not. They see that's the worst policy. Why? Because It takes away from whatever the agenda in the vendetta is, whatever people have in mind to do, whatever people choose to be a part of. Honesty takes away from that from a lot of people that gotta what? Lie to kick it, as they say, you gotta fake it to make it. People do this all the time. That's why I tell people like love is one of the greatest truths. You can't get around that no matter how much someone wants to say they can. No, they are a liar. Because, on other platforms, I always say that true love never dies and it never gives up on the other person. Anything less than that is a lie. Anything less than that was never love. So one cannot get around that no matter how hard they try. So there's a lot of people lying about love, lying about their spirituality, lying about their life. People do this every day just to get by. They lie to kick it, they fake it to make it. And we see this unfolding before us as we speak, even about everything that has taken place since 2020 around the world. And I don't think I need to talk about what that is. I think we all know what that was about, right? One of the biggest lies that we'll ever have to talk about as time goes on. Whatever your interpretation of that is, right? But rumors make up a lot of lies because it's what happened versus how everybody interprets it over time. That's why it's best to be honest. Yeah, if you ask me, that's why it's best to be honest so that your truth holds up amongst all the different interpretations of whatever that truth you spoke was. Because remember, it's just one of you against the whole world that's against you. You said, Brown Dude, feels over reels. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, everybody feeling is into it, revealing, you know, what is real, right? Even the lie. Even, you could tell by one's feelings and emotions that goes into the situation. But yeah, a lot of people are just not even about being honest no more. They're like, if you don't lie. I mean, this is the biggest travesty of a lot of marriages, right? If I were to speak on relationships, even though this channel is not for that, but you see that all the time. But that is a spiritual thing to know that you got in a relationship with the liar. Because you think about how that will affect you spiritually, knowing that they were not equally yoked with you. So yeah, you got to avoid being unequally yoked with a lot of people, because basically that's someone that's lying to you. That's why the military, they do what they do. They want to see the honesty come out of you. They want to see if you can go through all this tough training just to be in the military and to deal with the sacrifices that comes with it. Some of the soldiers don't come back home. Yes, some of the soldiers don't come back home. Some of the soldiers come back injured, missing limbs and things like that. But they were dedicated. They wanted to go through with it regardless. But it is not for everybody, and you are not for everybody. So people got to think about that when they are around you, with you, and they're about what you're about. But people will lie just to be around you until the stakes get higher, the tests get harder, just like in the military. And then you'll see the real truth come out of them as time goes on. Hopefully not much time. That's why the tests in the military are so brutal, because in that short period of time, they'll know who's really hungry. They'll know who really has it or not. And I think, to be honest, I just kind of answered my own question, if I ever had one, in regards to how to deal with dishonesty in this world. You got to be brutal in regards to your honesty, in regards to who you are as an individual, that no one can get around or get away with, if you will, to where their true colors come out, even their fake colors come out. And there's no way they can continue to fake and lie with you. Literally, whether lie with you in the bed or lie with you or lie at you, as far as, not being honest. And that'll make them walk away because they know they can't get away with certain things. Y'all stay blessed. Continue to stay on the straight and narrow. You said, Brown Do Life, you said ARC was about the truth when it comes to being direct. Yeah. I mean, even if his being direct wasn't so righteous at times, but it is what it is. Being truthful, the truth shall make you free. Yes, indeed.